Last week the garden took a hit. White flies came in fast, little clouds of them, and within a few days they'd covered everything. The hedges out front, the carrots, the flowers, even the lemon tree. We tried to save what we could. Soap spray, vinegar mix, picking them off by hand, but in the end we had to pull most of it out. It's one of those hard gardening lessons. Sometimes you've got to start again. And that's where we are today. The cleanup's done, the soil's had a week's rest, and now that spring's properly here, it's time to replant. We've got new seeds, a few cuttings we saved, and a bit of a plan this time. The aim is to rebuild the garden with a bit more space, a bit more structure, and see what takes off. We'll start with carrots again. Last round, they were too crowded. This time we're going to give them a bit more room, a proper chance to grow deep. We're also trying corn for the first time. It might be a stretch with this coastal heat, but it's worth a shot. That's half the fun of gardening. You never really know what's going to work until you try. Sol's helping today too. We've got an egg tray we're turning into little seed starters. She's been filling each cup with dirt, dropping the tiny seeds in, giving them their first bit of water. Maybe some marigolds. The garden looks a little bit bare now, but in a couple of months, those flowers will be bringing the bees back, and that's what we want. More pollinators, more life. The goal this round is simple, to have a summer garden ready to harvest in the new year. But more than that, it's about getting our hands back in the dirt, starting again. There's something about gardening that teaches you patience. You can't rush it. You can't control everything. Sometimes nature just does its thing, and all you can do is learn and adapt. Losing the plants last week sucked, but it also gave us space to do it properly this time. And that's what I love most about this, the constant cycle of learning, failing, and trying again. Gardening keeps you humble. It doesn't care how much you know or how much effort you put in. Sometimes it just wipes the slate clean and says, try again. But that's also the best part, because every time you restart, you're doing it with more knowledge, better soil, and more intention. We're building this garden from nothing, literally. No fancy systems, no irrigation, no greenhouse, just a few planters and some pots. A couple of bags of soil from the market. And yet, every other week we've eaten something that came from here. Spinach, basil, mint, coriander. And that's still pretty amazing. So yeah, replanting isn't about fixing what we lost. It's about growth. Ours as much as the plants. Sol's learning where food come from. She's learning patience, care, and curiosity. I'm reminded every day that nature always finds a way back. The thing about replanting in spring is it's not just a fresh start for the garden. It's a reminder that every season has its resets. The whiteflies came, they did their thing, and now we move on. So here's to cleaner soil, new seedlings, and a garden that's ready to bounce back stronger. This is Grow with Nothing.